Well, hi guys, welcome. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, along with moderator Cameron. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages come through here this evening for the collective. Well, hi guys. I hope you're all doing well. Before we get started, just to mention, I see a couple of you who did process payment through Cash App. Unfortunately, once we go live, we don't see any of that stuff. So if you're going to be processing a personal reading request via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, aside from SUPERCHAT, we don't see it once we go live. So just go ahead and submit the information that's on the screen there if you're wanting a personal reading, and then I'll go ahead and do those after the general live reading. All right, guys? And of course, if you have any questions throughout, just let us know. Just put it in the comments and Cameron will be more than happy to help you out. All right? So let's see here. I'm guided to a few decks for this evening, and hopefully there's something in the messages that you'll be able to relate to for your situation. All right, guys? So I do have a few decks that I'm drawn to, and one of them is the Issues deck by Fire Witch Tarot. If you're not familiar with her, she's an amazing deck creator as well as a reader. So let's go ahead and grab some issues here, and of course take the ones that resonate for you, if any. Her decks definitely get right to the point, and sometimes it does contain profanity, so just FYI. All right, here we go. I'm guided to pull 3 from this deck. Let's see if they're meant to go together or if they represent different issues here. So let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, what are the issues that need to come through? Can't hear. Not a good listener. Doesn't hear you out. Doesn't pay attention. Let's grab 2 more issues. We have no chill. Doesn't know how to relax. Always jumpy. So that begs the question, why is this person jumpy? Maybe they did something. Maybe they're, doing stuff behind your back. Take that if it makes sense. Let's grab 1 more, and then we'll clarify these separately. And then we have under surveillance 24/7. That's interesting. Being watched closely all the time. This reminds me of maybe like an ex or even a secret admirer, somebody who could be really into you, but they're not with you because more than likely they're keeping tabs on you somehow. So let's go ahead and see what else we can find out. So let's start with this one. Can't hear, not a good listener. Maybe when you guys talk, they're all about, making a point, and they're not really listening to what you have to say, which is a very frustrating conversation. They don't hear you out. Yeah, there's nothing worse than having a conversation with somebody and they're not paying attention to what you're trying to convey, And it's rude. So let me set these guys aside and we'll do this one separately. So what's up with that? I'm going to go ahead and highlight it so you guys can see this one up close. Okay, so can't hear. They don't pay attention. This could be an ex. Or, of course, it could be the person you're with. We've got the Fool. So if this is somebody that you're in separation from, and maybe there has been no contact, or again, the conversations just were not productive, it seems that they want to start over, perhaps also recognizing that they did very foolish things. they're ready and willing to take a risk on love again if you're open to that. The next card is the Moon. You could be dealing with Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart. We see the deception right here. Okay. And if they're not paying attention to you, maybe they're paying attention to somebody else. There could be things that they're hiding from you, or that's how things were, and it resulted maybe in a breakup, which is why they are wanting to maybe try again here. Okay, if they didn't listen to you before, it seems that they're willing to try again and talk this out if you are. But, you know, you're going to have to be on board with that. If you are not interested in this person anymore, maybe it is one of those situations where the tables have turned and you're not paying attention to them and you're not wanting to hear them out anymore. Look at this card. We've got the Five of Swords. Okay, so somebody walked away from this connection, which makes sense to me if they just weren't paying attention to you or putting in the effort into the relationship anymore. You know, why would you want to stick around in a partnership if they weren't giving you what you needed in a relationship? Look at this. Look at that. We've got the Seven of Swords. So if there was infidelity here, that makes sense why you would distance yourself from this person. You know, there could have been trust issues here. And then we've got the deception coming in from the Moon card. So these three cards together, it's painting a very particular storyline that more than likely they did something to break your trust in them. They screwed up, basically. We also have the Ace of Swords. So this is this person now finally understanding what they've done, and maybe you guys had to break up, go into separation. I don't know if there was a third party here, but if that's no longer a factor, you know, now they have a whole lot of time to think about what happened. This right here is giving them a sharper way of seeing things with a clear mind, you know, so that they can actually be honest with themselves and realize, okay, I really did screw up here. You know, and they're wanting a new beginning. If there was a third party, that type of drama, because it's clearly indicating itself here, this is telling you that they more than likely cut that situation out, which is why they want to try to start again with you. Okay, let's see what else. And this is coming through as a message from the Divine Masculine, coming in as the Emperor. Some of you could also be dealing with a masculine representing Aries. And I feel, based off of what's coming through here, we have a masculine who wants to come in and communicate with you, Divine Feminine, to at least get the conversation going. You know, knowing full well that in the past they weren't listening to you. They were all about what they needed to say. You know, proving a point, whatever the case might have been. You know, they really were not good at listening to what you had to say. And I feel as the Emperor, this is a masculine who wants to do things very differently. And of course, wanting to, I feel, get back together with you, or to at least try to start things up again. We do have the Six of Pentacles. When we've got deception and cheating, there's no equality there, because they're giving their time and energy, their heart, their love to somebody else maybe, and this flew right out the door. And so if they're wanting to start again, this is a good thing, because it's showing us that both of you would be able to put in the effort if, Divine Feminine, if that's what you're wanting at this point. You know, because there's no guarantee that you would want this person back. This is just letting us know that that's what they want. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, so I feel this is a Divine Masculine who recognizes that they need to move in slowly, because maybe they don't know how you're feeling right now, Divine Feminine, you know, because the way this is coming through, you probably did walk away from them because they cheated on you, or they did something shady here, you know, behind your back. More than likely it was a third party or a love triangle, some drama here. We see that with the Seven of Swords. Both of these cards representing deception. So they did something, they acknowledged that here, which is no surprise that we've got the Death card, why things ended. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be the Scorpio here. Yeah, it clearly indicates it ended because there was cheating going on. And we see that this Emperor, the Divine Masculine, wants to move in ever so slowly to not rock the boat or to upset the feminine. And maybe they've worked really hard on themselves to be a better version of who they are now, because this right here can create a lot of change in a person and that transformation. And I feel on behalf of the masculine, they want a new beginning with the feminine. And then we have the Nine of Cups. That's what they're hoping for. That's what they're wishing for, Divine Feminine. The card after that is Temperance. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius. You could also have Sagittarius in your chart. So as we can see, we've got two cards here, Knight of Pentacles as well as Temperance, focused on patience and the need to just take things slow, okay? Moving ever so slowly because it requires time, and they can't be rushing you into accepting them back. They just can't, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have the Hierophant. You could be Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Here's the commitment. So I feel whatever drama they brought in, they're not bringing that this time if you give them a second chance, Divine Feminine. So what I'm getting for this first scenario is that it's your call, okay? It depends on you, Divine Feminine, whether or not this is a situation that can have a second chance, if you're even open to that, okay? So it falls on the feminine here, I feel, to be able to give this another opportunity. All right, so let's see what that other message is. That was interesting. Okay, so if you are able to relate to that, maybe that gives you an understanding of what's going on with this person. All right, so we have, let me highlight this one. No chill, doesn't know how to relax, always jumpy. Okay, so why are they jumpy? What's going on there? Did they do something? What is going on? Angels and spirit guides, please, for this second message, this issue. Why aren't they relaxed? What's up with this energy? Well, whatever it is, it's stressing them out. We've got the Ten of Wands, these heavy burdens. Okay, so for whatever reason, they're coming through with this agitated energy, and they have been feeling it. They've been carrying that around with them. We do have the Six of Cups, so this could be an indication that you guys are not together also, that they're thinking about you, the good times that you guys have shared. But based off of this message, they might have done something to create a separation, and that's this burden that they are carrying. Here's our Nine of Cups. So they're still wishing for you. I feel with the Six of Cups right here, they want a reconciliation. They want to try again. Okay. And then the Judgment, going through that awakening. I really do feel that this is a person who will resurface in your life. This could be an ex. Maybe it's been a long time since you guys have connected or even talked. And I feel they're still hoping and wishing for you guys to reconnect here. So this could be the apology. This could be their desire to communicate with you, wanting to talk to you, wanting to fix things. Look at that. We've got the Five of Cups. I mean, just look at the energy from the image here. You know, they're feeling down. We see loss, despair right there with the Five of Cups. Okay. This person disappointed you somehow, and they feel it. They're definitely feeling it. You could also be dealing with a Cancer here. We've got Chariot coming through. They want to be able to create movement here between the two of you. Maybe things have been stagnant. Maybe it has felt like there's just no interaction, no movement, no progress, which is why they're taking it upon themselves to get things moving here. I'm feeling from this person, it's almost like They can't stop thinking about you. They want to be able to reconnect. They can't seem to move on. You know, life moves on, but they're miserable. That's just the energy that I'm getting from this person, and they want to be able to move on from that, but they want to be able to move on with you. And look at this. We have the Tower. So this is an indication of the separation, the breakup. It could have been an unexpected breakup. Maybe they didn't see it coming. Maybe you decided, you know what, I can't deal with this. I gotta go. Yeah, maybe they really didn't see it coming. It could have been unexpected. Or it could have been the other way around if they did something foolish and decided to end things with you and now they regret it. Because this right here represents the destruction of the relationship. It fell apart, but it also leaves them with this huge lesson that they need to now learn. Hopefully they've learned it. I feel they have, because with the Judgment, this is tapping into that past energy, and so does the Six of Cups. They're kind of stuck in the past. And yes, there are good times, but there's also some pretty painful memories wrapped up into the past. And that's where this Tower came down. And this is the energy that they have been saturating themselves in. And it's been very difficult for them. We've got the Nine of Wands, got the Moon. We've got the Two of Pentacles. They were juggling. They did something shady. We've got that Moon energy coming through again. So very deceptive. They were hiding things. This could have been an affair, secrets, lies. And so it hurt you. Okay. It was very painful to have gone through that. And the Tower and the Nine of Wands next to each other was difficult, but it's also letting you know that you can overcome this. Okay, so if this is what you went through, I feel the other person, they're not doing so well. And they've been thinking a lot about you and really hoping that you'd at least be open to talking to them. You might still be upset with this person. You might still be really angry, depending on what happened, you know. But this is somebody that feels a lot of remorse, a lot of regret, and they want nothing more than to be able to talk to you. And I feel too for this person that there's no guarantee that there is going to be a reconciliation unless you guys are able to iron out the issues. Okay. But there is also this positive energy that's coming through here that at least through this conversation, there can be peace. There can be closure. If it doesn't turn into a reconciliation, then it can at least bring you both to a place of peace where this is no longer going to be this heavy burden that's following them or you around. And you guys can just move on with your lives if you're not interested in getting back together. But if you do, and if you're willing to give them another chance, then absolutely. That's possible. Look at the next card. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So things can move forward. Things can turn around. We see that, of course, with the Wheel of Fortune. This is good karma now. This is not so good. That was a very difficult thing that happened here. And the Tower, it's not just a regular little blip of a breakup. This one was painful. And it broke their heart. Maybe it broke yours as well. And it takes time to heal from that. And this Wheel of Fortune is giving you guys the opportunity to be able to finally move on from that pain and the destruction of this relationship. If you're open to starting again, this can certainly make that road ahead be a whole lot better and smoother. For some of you, if you're not wanting this person back, this is simply letting us know that you're moving on and you're just ready and willing to find new love and to just see what the future has in store. And this also would bring that other person peace too if you guys don't ultimately get back together. Let's grab one more here. We do have the Queen of Swords, so this is confirmation that this is probably a divine feminine that cut the masculine out. And you were very matter of fact, perhaps, divine feminine, when you did this, letting them know, you know, that you weren't going to be putting up with their BS And that could have been why they were so jumpy and why they can't seem to relax, because they know that they did something here to create this tower moment. It's because of something shady or deceptive that they did. And now the tables really have turned, and they're still wishing to maybe start up again, to get back together, or at least have that conversation so that they can apologize and ask for forgiveness. And I feel part of that conversation will eventually go towards asking you if you'd be open to try again. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that one. Let's go ahead and analyze the third message, and then we'll move on from this deck. All right, so under surveillance 24/7. So this is that message where somebody is keeping tabs on you somehow. Okay, so let's see what that's about. So it could be somebody who's interested in you. Maybe they're shy to tell you how they feel. Could be something like that. Maybe they're checking you out on social media. But it could also be an ex who's still wanting to see if you'd be open to trying again, maybe. Whoever it is, they're watching you. They've got their eye on you. Okay, what's up with this? Who is this? Nine of Swords. Well, okay, so this is somebody who could be dealing with depression. We do have the Nine of Swords right here. It's a little bit small, but we have the Nine of Swords. So this is that type of card where they're having nightmares, they're not sleeping, they're unable to cope with the state of how things are between the two of you. This reminds me of an ex who's still borderline obsessed with the thought of maybe getting back together with you, or maybe they're curious, you know, have you moved on to somebody else, that type of thing. They're feeling hopeless, perhaps. This is somebody who's got insomnia. They're maybe afraid that you've moved on. They're feeling anxious. Look at this. We now have our Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is perhaps this person. They could be very attractive. They could be sexy. They're the type of person who could be very flirtatious with people. I don't feel like they have any issues attracting individuals as far as being able to date and get to know people. They're very action oriented. They love to have fun, and they are a lot of fun to be with. But as far as being in a committed partnership, sometimes the Knight of Wands is not it. They want to have their fun, their adventures, but not really looking to commit to anybody. And so that seems to be the theme with these cards, that the tables have turned, because I feel this person now realizing that they lost a really good person. And now they regret it big time. Look at that. We now have the Eight of Cups. Somebody walked away. Either they did because they felt that the grass was greener on the other side, or you did because you realized that you were a really good person and a good choice, but they didn't see that, you know, and that you absolutely 100% deserve better. So I feel whoever got left behind, they're feeling very lonely. They're feeling perhaps like you abandoned them somehow, but that's their issue, and it's causing them to not sleep at night. They're feeling traumatized by this. Yep, they're struggling. They are struggling through this. That's why they're watching you. They can't seem to stop thinking about you. Look at this. We now have the Ten of Cups. This person wants you back at the end of the day, you know, which is why they're keeping tabs. They're watching you, probably on social media. And the Ten of Cups, of course, it's a beautiful card. They want that reunion. Now that they think about you, they feel you made them happy. Your marriage material, perhaps. They consider you to be a soulmate, but they realized all this stuff a little bit too late. We have the Six of Swords. So if this is representing you, then this is letting us know that you've already moved on from this person. Maybe you're in another relationship. Maybe you are interested in somebody else at this point, and they're still stuck in the past and closely watching you, which is kind of creepy. But at the same time, it's an interest that they continue to have. They just don't have any other outlet, perhaps, to be able to communicate with you. And it's their way of maybe feeling close to you, being able to see you somehow, especially if you've blocked this person from your life and you're no longer interested, because there could have been infidelity here. Knight of Wands can sometimes represent a player. So if that was where they were, rather than thinking of long-term commitment or marriage, you know, to be able to share a life with you, then they really do feel like they messed up. And this is their only outlet, is to be able to keep tabs on you somehow, you know. So there's clearly this situation where healing needs to happen. And if you've already moved on, then, you know, it's their loss. And I feel they're struggling. Yeah. Now, for some of you that might be interested in reconnecting with, let's just say, an ex, and maybe you didn't even realize that they were still interested in you. They could be secretly keeping tabs, and you don't even know this. There's the possibility that they might find the courage to actually reach out, because this Ten of Cups can represent their desire to come back together. They still are in love with you, perhaps. And part of that Six of Swords could be an indication that they want to leave the past behind and to be able to move forward together. Could be something like that as well. Speaking of moving forward, here's our Chariot again, okay, representing Cancer. So it does seem that if they are somehow stuck in the past, they'll eventually be able to either accept that you've moved on, or you guys are able to reconnect and talk about whatever happened, and you guys can move on together and have it be a successful reunion for those of you who are open to that. So it could go one of two ways, and it really does depend on how you see this person, how you feel about them at this point, and what you're willing to do about it if they do resurface in your life. Okay, but look at this, guys. We've got the Four of Cups. I feel it's too late for some scenarios, because this right here can represent the disconnectedness now, especially if you've already moved on or you are interested in someone else at this point, because this is a regret card. This is a missed opportunity now, which is why they're not sleeping. They can't stop thinking about it. You know, they're fantasizing about what it would be like in this fantasy world where you guys can get back together and, you know, be a couple once again. It's like a fantasy for them, including that Ten of Cups. So, yeah, they could have missed the chance. They really could have missed the chance to be with you. And if they're obsessing online. Look at this, guys. We've got the Queen of Swords again, and the card after that is the Emperor. So here's the Divine Masculine, and they're actually coming through as somebody who's, I feel, done the work on themselves. And the Queen of Swords is standing firm. This is the Divine Feminine letting the Masculine know. It's like, look, I'm drawing the line because of something that you did before and you hurt me. And it is clarifying that you probably did cut them out of your life, Divine Feminine. But we have a Masculine who's not ready to give up, okay? If they're coming through as the Emperor, they are going to want to reestablish a connection with you. So they're just going to have to do the legwork here to let you know that they mean business. And if that actually happens in the 3D, then you'll know, like, the work that they've actually put into themselves. Look at that. We've got the Three of Cups. So another interpretation of this card is a possible reunion. So we see that with the Ten of Cups. We see that with the Three of Cups, and the possibility of a triumphant, successful reunion for some of you. Those of you who are able to work this out, it's possible here. Let's see. Let's grab one more card and then we'll move on do another set of messages. Look at this, guys. Okay, so we're getting a lot of similar cards. We've got the Death card. So a couple of interpretations, as we've already talked about. Either this ended and you're not interested in restarting this, okay, which is why they can't seem to accept it for now. Or it's one of those situations that had to fall away in order to come back much stronger and much better. Because this can represent a metamorphosis, something that is transforming to come back as something much better. So that could be an indication of the two of you coming back together and reconnecting and having it truly be representing a much better relationship. And then bottom of the deck, we do have the Temperance, Sagittarius. We've got Scorpio right there, Cancer, Aries, all these signs. And this, of course, is representing the need for balance, being able to restore harmony in a relationship. And it's also about patience, which we've already seen so far in this reading. So it is going to take time. And we could possibly see some movement in this particular scenario towards the latter half of this year, November, December, around Sagittarius season, or even around Scorpio time, which is October, November. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that group of cards. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can bring forward. All right, what other deck am I drawn to here? All right, so from the Golden Dahlia, the Destined Oracle by Maria. She used to be La Belle Anima 13, but she changed her name. The company name, I apologize, I don't remember what it is. It's Mystic something. But I will, I'll try to remember that and include it in the comments if I remember. All right, so she created this. Let's grab some additional messages. This might be tied into what we've already seen, or it could be something completely different. Let's see. Ooh, we've got Manifestation. Okay, that's a nice card coming through. The next card after that is Inspiration. Beautiful. Let's grab one more. That's really nice. Ooh, look at this though. We've got that missed opportunity reference. Isn't that interesting? So just face value for these three cards. Perhaps you still inspire this person from your past somehow through maybe their memories of you, the connection. Part of what it is that they want to manifest is that reunion. But we do see for some that the chance to do that, it's done. It's, you know, it's a missed chance. All right, so let's see what else we can find out here. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, which is just like any tarot deck, but I've also included court cards and oracle messages in this deck. All right, let's see. Let's see what comes through here. They missed the chance to be with you. We've got Archangel Gabriel. Let me highlight that because it's small. Okay, so we have Archangel Gabriel. This card says, I am the angel known as the master of communication. I'm not surprised to see that because I do feel there is somebody from your past who wants to talk to you, who wants to reconnect. And it says, if you're having trouble expressing yourself to your beloved, I am here to assist. I can inspire writers, teachers, journalists, and artists to convey their messages with clarity and grace. I can help you overcome your limitations so you can finally say the right thing to the right person at the right time. If you struggle with conveying your emotions, call on me. I will be there for you. And it kind of reminds me of the under surveillance message, the 24/7 one, where somebody is keeping a close watch on you because they want to be able to communicate, but they're also having trouble doing that. Especially if you're not interested in communicating with them, or they have no way of doing that maybe, but they do struggle with their emotions here, and the only outlet that they have maybe is online. All right, let's see. Look at this. We've got the Six of Swords coming through again. So this is heading more towards calmer waters, as we can see that interpretation. It really is about moving forward, that transition, and leaving something behind, which is why it's now coming through as a missed opportunity. Somebody has regrets here over losing you. Okay, you could ultimately be the one that they lost, and they can't stop thinking about it. Okay. And Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the High Priestess, followed by the Queen of Cups. That's really interesting, because both of these cards representing Divine Feminine, it's picking up off of your intuition, and maybe you've already felt that, you know, your masculine has been thinking about you and maybe wanting to touch base and reach out. But maybe they can't. Okay, let's see what else. Look at this. Nine of Swords. I'm telling you, there's somebody here who is having a nightmare about that they're unable to manifest this. They're struggling, and they really are feeling depressed or even anxious, and possibly afraid that this dream of theirs, this wish of theirs to want to manifest a reunion, that it's never going to happen. And now we've got the Five of Wands. So as you can see from the upright definitions there, competition, rivalry, conflict, struggles, tension, arguments, defensive, diversity, pent-up energy, temper, and egos clash. So all of that can apply. But if there are love rivals at this point, then maybe you have moved on to somebody else. Or if you're single, maybe there's somebody else that you're focused on. There's a different person that has captured your heart, and maybe they know that. Oh boy. We also have the Saber of Air. So let me highlight this one so you guys can see. Look at this. Time to clean house. Cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. It's time to move on and bring in some fresh air. Is that not crazy? Because the Six of Swords, it is about moving forward and moving on. And this card is telling you the same thing, that maybe you're better off without this person, especially if it was a toxic relationship. Could have been something like that if you relate. Wow. All right, what else, please? We now have Archangel Michael coming in. So a lot of the archangels and the oracle messages are coming through. I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Isn't that interesting? Because here's the fear from the Nine of Swords. Here's the manifestation card, just the way that that is lining up. And Archangel Michael perhaps is recognizing that through this appearance of this card. Okay, and it says countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities. Do we not see this? That's crazy, because we allow our fears to create barriers. I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek, as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. And I really do feel this person who's thinking about you, keeping tabs on you, they would benefit from this type of assistance because they are struggling. Wow, that's a pretty powerful message. We now have the Ace of Wands. They clearly want a new beginning. They really do. They want the opportunity to be able to create a life with you. But again, it's totally your call. If it's more of a toxic relationship that you had to detach from, then that's a good thing. And they needed to lose you in order to recognize their own regrets, that this is a missed chance. They had what was considered to be a beautiful relationship, but they maybe blew it. Wow. Look at all of these aces popping up. Okay, I feel they still love you, that they do want a new beginning in this relationship, but it totally depends on what you're willing to accept from this person and what you're no longer willing to take from them. I feel there could have been some issues that might not be so easy to forgive, you know? And this, of course, can be a card representing something that you need to do for yourself to be able to fill your own cup if they contributed to emptying that cup. And so you need to be able to focus on loving you for a change and making choices that make you happy to be able to get rid of this toxicity that this particular card is talking about. And the next card, we have another Archangel, Archangel Raphael. I am the angel that heals all wounds. Look at that. Are you nursing a broken heart? I'm here to assist on your healing journey. Let me remove the emotional baggage you've been carrying to lighten the burden from past relationships that are weighing you down. Let me help you heal your heart, your mind, your soul, your body. I'm here to aid in restoring your self-confidence, a healthy self-image, and to bring peace back into your life. Either you needed to hear this or this person who's struggling needs to understand that. Wow. All right, let's grab one more card here. Angels and spirit guides, please give me one more message for this particular set of cards. The Angel of Hope. Okay, somebody clearly lost their way here, and I'm feeling it could be the person who's thinking about you. Okay, they lost their way, their sense of direction, which way is up, which way is down, which way takes you away from who you are, and which way shows you the path you're meant to travel. This is not the end. I'm here to help restore the faith within you, to let you know that there is a ray of sunshine, a glimmer of hope that you fail to see. Open your eyes, I am here. And of course, this could be for you, especially if you have lost hope in a particular situation that has weighed heavily on you. Bottom of the deck, we do have the World card, which I'm really happy to see that, because whatever struggles you've been through, it is an indication that that cycle has completed. And this gives you now the opportunity to start a new cycle where you can create something way better than where you've been. Whatever those obstacles and challenges are, don't have to be a part of the future that you create for yourself and somebody that you want to share that life with. Okay, so what we do see here is someone from your past who's still very much caught up in the idea that they want to still be with you. And I feel you, the viewer, it's totally up to you how this all plays out, because you hold the power now. You are in charge of that wheel of your life, and it's up to you to direct it wherever you want to go this time. Okay, so hopefully there's something in those messages that resonate there. Let's grab one more set and then we'll get into the personal mini readings here, guys. So if you're interested in getting your own reading this evening, please feel free to go ahead and submit your information down below in the comments. And we've got the information scrolling on the screen periodically. Okay, so feel free to ask Cameron any questions if you have any, and she'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so let's wrap it up with some lyrical messages here. I'm going to pull from my heart songs of the 90s to see what songs reflect the energy of the cards that we have pulled today. So messages pertaining to exes that might not have moved on, people that you might have cut out that are struggling to let go. There's clearly a need for healing in some situations. How Do I Live by Leanne Rimes, that makes sense. Let's grab two more cards here. Yeah, this is like somebody saying, I can't live without you. But maybe they didn't value the relationship when they had it, and now they regret it. All My Life by Casey and JoJo. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we've got Get Here by Oleta Adams. That makes sense too. because this is somebody who's thinking about you, missing you, stalking you on social media, and they wish that you could still be with them. All right, so let's read through these. How do I live? How do I get through one night without you? If I had to live without you, what kind of life would that be? I need you in my arms, need you to hold. You're my world, my heart, my soul. And if you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything good in my life. And based off of what we've seen from the tarot messages, you probably did, especially if you represent the divine feminine, that you probably did walk away from this masculine because they didn't treat you right. And now they recognize what they had only after the fact. And then we have this one, all my life. I prayed for someone like you, and I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that you do love me too. This might even be something that you relate to, where you wished for this person to come into your life. You might have prayed for somebody like that, and they actually came in and they blew the opportunity to be with you. Or by severing ties with a relationship that at one point in time could have been great, but something clearly happened and broke you guys up. This could be the universe's way of moving you forward to find the relationship that really is better suited for you, you know, and to be finally get to a place where you're happy and content and fulfilled. And then lastly, we've got get here. You can reach me by sailboat, climb a tree and swing rope to rope. Take a sled and slide downslope into these arms of mine. You can jump on a speedy colt, cross the border in a blaze of hope. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. So that's what this person is really wanting to convey to you. That is, if you want to get there. Because some of you guys might not be interested in reconnecting with an ex who ended up hurting you, or going back to a relationship that came to an end and it ended badly for a reason. You guys ended up having that tower moment for a reason. And, you know, maybe you've already moved on to someone better, hopefully. But if not, I feel there are those of you that would prefer to just find new love, and that's okay too. If you're interested in a reconnection, what we've clearly seen through the messages is that they would welcome you with open arms because they clearly want you back, but that obviously requires two people, right? So, all right, so take any part of that makes sense for you guys. And I think we're ready to get started on the messages, right? Okay, so I'm going to get my cards situated here, guys. Give me 1 second to get organized. So I'll go ahead and play some music for you, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, thank you for waiting. So I have a reading request from Marie. I believe that would be Ezra on here. Female. Okay, yes. So I've got your information. You would like to know incoming messages and love commitment for me. Gemini, single. Single as a Pringle, as you mentioned. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at some messages for you. Whenever someone is single and requesting a reading, I like to just do a fun part of grabbing letters and zodiacs that could represent potential suitors that would be of interest to you. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Marie. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Marie. I love the way it's spelled. Gemini. All right, let's grab some letters for you of potential people you could connect with. We have U. We have D. We have a P. G. We have C. Let's grab a couple more here. We have Y. And lastly, we have a V. All right, you can always go back and watch this at any time, especially once you connect with somebody, to see if any of these letters make sense for the person that you're interested in. Okay, so we've got Y, U, D, P, G, C, and a V. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some zodiacs as to who this person could represent. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Marie, Gemini. Okay. When it comes to love and commitment in a partnership. All right, let's see. Ooh, you could connect with a Taurus. We also have Aries coming forward. We also have Scorpio. Let's grab a couple more. And this could, of course, be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Somebody could have double Scorpio. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart as well. Let's grab a couple more cards here. You could also connect with a Virgo. And lastly, we have Sagittarius. Okay, so just something to consider, especially once you are ready to invest your time with somebody of interest that you really want to connect with. Okay. All right. And again, you can always go back and watch this at any time, especially once you have, decided who it is that you want to invest your time and energy into. So let's go ahead and see. When it comes to love, romance, commitment, what is coming up for you, Marie? Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Marie, Gemini. Look at that. You've got stars. And I love how it says fated and destined. And this particular card, for some reason, it is highlighting Aries. And we see Libra, we see Scorpio. Okay, so that could be something. And it could also be letting you know that the stars will align to be able to direct you to the right person. And of course, the star card in tarot representing Aquarius. And it could be a wish that manifests for you. So that's really nice. Ooh, look at the next one. We have fireworks, explosive sexual chemistry. So you'll find that you're very attracted to this individual. So that's great. You'll definitely feel the chemistry with this individual. Oh, this is really nice as well. Somebody who will put in the effort to get to know you and in the relationship as well. A thoughtful person and caring connection. So all of that looks really nice. All right, let's go ahead and grab some tarot to clarify. And then we'll grab some time frames as possibilities when you can possibly connect with somebody. Angels and spirit guides, please. All right, let's see. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be a divine masculine representing earth energy. We have seen earth signs. Okay, so Virgo came through, Taurus as well. So that could be an indication of somebody that you do connect with who really does want to take their time getting to know you, because the Knight of Pentacles, as you can see, it says they're all about the details. They pay attention to everything as far as your appearance, what you say, you know, and maybe you guys will have a lot in common. They want to take things slow. They really want to be able to get to know you and peel back the layers of who you are as a person. I also really like this one, the Six of Pentacles. I mean, look at the image. It's about being able to give and receive from each other. It's not about one person doing all of the work in the relationship, you know, so that's really nice because you guys would be able to meet each other in the middle, and it's both of you putting in the effort. And how fitting is it that we've got this card coming through, making an effort? So that makes sense for me, the way that's presenting itself. We have Temperance. You already have Sagittarius right there. Temperance card represents Sagittarius as well. In this particular deck, it does say tranquility. It can also represent serenity and peace. So they're not bringing drama with them. And it's telling you that perhaps finding this kind of love, it might take time, but once it finds you, it could be the type of love that really sticks around and can go the distance here. So I really like how that's coming through, because this person is coming in to bring happiness your way. I really like how that's presenting itself. Look at this. And now you've got the Four of Wands. This could be a twin flame connection. Who knows? All right, so that's a beautiful representation of the possibility of long-term commitment that could lead towards marriage and really establishing a life with somebody, maybe sharing a home together. It's a very strong bond that you would have with this person. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So when you do make this connection with this person, you will be able to see the compatibility between the two of you, that there is a lot of potential for this relationship to turn into something very special. So that's great. All of it looks fantastic. Love that. All right, let's see what else. Look at this. You've got the Hierophant. So spiritual lesson, as we can see right there, but this is also our commitment card. And we've got the Four of Wands, so I really do feel that this person, once they are ready to give their all to the partnership and to be able to commit to you, this one is for life. And Ace of Pentacles, they could be quite established maybe in their career. Financially, they could be well off. Maybe they have their own business. But this right here could also be an offer that they bring in, and it's a good offer. You know, it could be an offer of commitment. It could be an offer of marriage and stability and security. So fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Look at this. We've got our Four of Cups, which we've seen earlier, that missed opportunity. So this could represent ex-partnerships who have now missed the opportunity to be with you, because it seems that life is moving you forward to be able to connect with somebody who's way better suited for you. It is destiny that you're meant to connect with this person. And look at this. You've also got the Wheel of Fortune. So you're coming into some major changes here, Marie, that look really good. And it truly is blessing you with good luck. This does represent a new cycle that could be coming in that's a lot better than the cycle that you've been in before. So if you haven't had the best of luck in your romantic life, I really do feel that things are about to change for the better. That looks incredible. So let's go ahead and grab some time frames as to when love will be able to come into your life. Now, time frames, just like any reading, you know, nothing is ever written in stones. Always pay attention to what's going on in your life and the people that you are connecting with. Okay. We do have blocks must be cleared first. So if you have any sort of healing to do with past experiences that might be preventing you from finding the love that you're seeking, perhaps part of the work that you need to do right now is to just focus on yourself and to be able to focus on self-love at this time, you know, because that could ultimately clear the path for you to be able to find the love that you really are looking for. So start there. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please give me a time frame for Marie, Gemini. Look at this, just around the corner. So it's close. This love connection that wants to come in, it first starts with you, as we can see, but it's on its way, you know? So the sooner you're able to clear these blockages, whatever that might represent, the universe is ready to deliver that love connection to you, okay? Look at this. We also have September coming forward, which is what, this Friday? So maybe it really is around the corner as far as you being able to make that love connection or somebody showing interest. And not necessarily that you'll be in a relationship by next week, but who knows? You know, crazier things have happened as far as being able to meet somebody and you guys just click and you make sense. And maybe by Sagittarius season, you might be in a relationship. So this, it seems, looks quite positive with what's coming your way. Bottom of the deck is the spring season, which is early part of next year. Okay, so maybe something could happen next month, who knows? But it could simply be the beginning of you finally being able to clear these blockages in September. And that's what's going to open up your path to be able to find the love that you really are looking for. Okay, so I really like how that's presenting itself right there. That looks quite positive, Marie, with what you'll be able to attract your way in your love life. Okay, so that's what I've got. I hope that helps. Thank you so very much for your question. Anyone else, guys? If you are interested in a reading, feel free to go ahead and submit it down below. But if not, I guess we will go ahead and wrap it up early this evening. We were planning on being live for another hour, but it seems that if we don't get any more requests, then we'll go ahead and call it a night. So yeah, I'll give it another minute or so. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. And we are also going to be scheduling our Twitch live stream. When is that, Cameron? On Friday. So if you guys are not able to obtain a reading this evening, we're going to do another one on Friday. That one is at 7 p.m. on our Twitch platform. And all of the announcements that we do for the live streams, it's on the community tab here on YouTube, as well as on Instagram and on IG. If you don't already follow me there, I am The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. And we have been verified with the blue check mark. And just FYI for those that don't know, because there was a time where you had to have at least 10,000 subscribers for IG to even issue that blue check mark. And so I just saw some comments from some folks that are like, well, why the heck would you want to pay for that blue check mark? And it's not just to get verified for status reasons or to make it look good. It's to protect my audience and myself, because unfortunately there are a lot of scammers on IG pretending to be other creators. It's horrendous, honestly. I think I've been duplicated at least a half a dozen times. I know that some of my fellow tarot readers on IG have also been hacked and have been created through fake profiles. And so the blue check mark really helps us to help our audience to just ensure that the channel that you're following is the actual creator. Okay, so if you go on Instagram and if you see Celestial Forecast by Carrie, or even The Celestial Forecast by Carrie, I don't know if they are going to spell it differently. They're going to have to. If you don't see the blue check mark, it's not me. Okay, so just protect yourself. Just keep an eye out for people who are trying to pull a fast one. Unfortunately, it's just everywhere. It even happens on YouTube. And it's just being able to protect ourselves and those who are legitimately watching these and supporting our channels and our platforms. All right, guys, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I don't see any other reading requests. And thank you guys so very much for being here, for spending the evening with us. And if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and email me at celestialforecasts@gmail.com, whether it's about requesting a reading or anything else. All right, guys. So again, thank you for spending this time with me, as well as moderator Cameron. And we'll go ahead and announce the next session coming up for YouTube, as well as on Twitch on Friday. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll see you there. Take care, and we'll see you next time.